country. The private sector's been smashed. How they survive now with social distancing measures in place, I've got no idea. The widely respected economics commentator Terry McCrann, as I said earlier, has said, and I just mentioned this in the Sydney's Daily Telegraph, he said, end the lockdown now. He said there's no point in dribbling out the reopening. The dribble is now costly in terms of economic damage, already devastating and could become cataclysmic. Now, he makes the point that we must protect the vulnerable. We can do that without putting the whole economy into a coma. We're told that restaurants in pubs and clubs can partially open, but won't be worth it. Now, they've got to enforce strict social distancing measures, which includes having a maximum of 10 people in the venue at any one time. These restaurants are limited to 10 people. Politicians say it's an important first step. But supposing Richo owns a restaurant, it seats 15 people. He's now allowed 10 people. So he's up to 66% capacity. But I own a restaurant. My restaurant seats 500 people. I'm restricted to 10 people. Richo's got 66% capacity. I've got 2%. How am I supposed to make a quid in this climate? Why would you bother opening the doors? The hospitality industry needs our support. Hospitality and tourism have been devastated. Now, we're going to look at both in a moment. Joining us right now is Luke Mangan. They don't come any more high profile than this restaurateur. Luke Mangan, he owns and operates restaurants in Sydney, at sea on P&O Cruises. He's the consulting chef for Virgin. And while he joins us from Sydney, I want to say one thing. Luke, thank you for your time, but can I just tell you, no one trusts you? Because if they did, wouldn't they say, now, Luke, you've got a restaurant that seats 1,000 people. Can you be trusted to practice social distancing and also make a quid? I mean, why would you open with 10 people, Luke?
You can't, Alan. And you know, they're saying now in a couple of weeks it's going to be 20 people. But as you rightly said, a smaller venue, Richo's place, you know, he'll be fine to open. But if I've got two 1,000 square metre venues that seat up to about 200 odd people, and I'm allowed a table of 10. Now, it costs me a fortune just to turn the light switch on, let alone bring in the food costs and the staff costs that go. So it's a very difficult situation we're put in.
And food and beverage, Richo, employs close to 780,000 people. How many of them would be working now, Graham?
There'll be an awful lot of them not working. And the trouble is, they've got mortgages to pay, they've got families to feed. And then you look at the next question is, well, when will they be able to go back to work? And we don't know the answer to that one either. There's going to need to be some very understanding bank managers in Australia over the coming months.
Yeah. So how many people do you employ, Luke, and what are you doing in terms of paying them?
Well, look, we've got about 400. So we've got glass at the Sydney Hilton, which we can't open because, you know, it's such a big restaurant, and to open for 10, 20 people is absolutely ridiculous. We've got Luke's Kitchen in Dank Street, Waterloo, and I've brought a few back on JobKeeper, which I think has been a fantastic initiative from the government. And look, for so many small businesses, it's going to be tough, Alan. You know that. Now, the government could be doing some great things. There's some things that could be done that will benefit small business and will help us as restaurateurs. Now, those things are because we want to employ more people. We want to get our staff back to work straight away. We want the farmers who have been through the bushfires, the drought, everything like that, and this, as everyone, and there's many other industries as well. So the government really needs to keep this JobKeeper on for our industry, and I'm sure for a couple of others. But what they need to do is look at our fringe benefit tax in this country and the payroll tax. Alan, we get taxed to employ people. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Luke, you're absolutely right. Once you give someone a job, you're taxed for giving them a job. Luke, we're going to have a look at tourism in a minute, but thank you for talking to us, and we certainly wish you well. Luke Mangan.